Bro, the girl with the sing song, yeah. I need to baby you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you all how to prepare authentic bitter leaf soup. Bitter leaf is this leaf right here. This is fresh. It was frozen. I had to remove it from the freezer and it's been soaking. I'm going to prepare it with palm fruit. You know, when you hear of palm oil, this is the palm kernel it's made from. Okay, I have a mixture of meats here. The other kind of meat I'm going to add will be the cow hide. We call it momo. That's the hide of a cow. What I'm going to add to this meat is simply chicken bouillon seasoning, 2 tablespoons full. And onto this, I'm also going to add 1 scotch bonnet. Okay, I'm going to just throw it in. And I'm going to add a dash, just for flavor, of my lovely dried pepper. It's called Cameroon pepper, like half a tablespoon. And I'll go on to cutting 4 onions. I've got 2 red and 2 white. Okay, I'll go on to just add a bit of salt because it's the beginning of the cooking. I don't mind adding salt really, and I will allow the meat to start boiling on its own juice for the start, and then I'll pour water later. Yeah, apart from the chicken, turkey and tripe, I'm going to add the stockfish. Yes, okay, I'm going ahead to put the stockfish into the pot. Yes, just to boil with the meat, the soaked stockfish. Yeah, moving on, I would need to wash the bitter leaf and boil it a little bit before I will use it in the soup. So that's the bitter leaf now, and what I'm gonna do, if I'm going to add a little bit of potash, magnesium salt. It sort of softens the bitter leaf. Okay, I've added water. You don't add so much because what's going to happen is once it starts boiling, it will be a bit foamy. So you can see the water I added, I took that into cognizance. Yeah, once the bitter leaf starts foaming, as in this, that's when it's time to take it off the hob and just sieve it off. Okay, run cold water on it and then sieve off. It's important like to do a little bit of squeezing. You know, you can use both hands. I'm holding the camera with one. I was so lazy to bring out my tripod, so you use both hands to do a bit of squeezing as you rinse. You can rinse 2 or 3 times just to remove a little bit of the bitterness of the bitter leaves. All right, yeah. Okay, so leave it in cold water until the time when you're going to put it in the soup. All right, so it's ready, all prepped. I'm also going to use what they call edas. It's cocoyam. From a previous preparation, I have some. So I'm just going to boil this fresh and then mix with part of the one I have. Okay, once the cocoyam starts boiling, I'll show you guys what I usually do just to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Instead of boiling the palm fruit, yeah, separately, you pour the palm fruit into the corpse, into the cocoyam. All right, boil them together. You save your energy and thyme. So boil them together. Yeah, my cocoyam is nearly done, but what I'm going to do at this point is the extra pounded cocoyam I used from last soup making. It's cold. I'm just going to place it on top of the pot to get a little bit hot, because I'm going to incorporate it with the new cocoyam I'm going to pound today. Okay guys, the cocoyam, I've already done the palm fruit. I'll have a video on how I do this. So the same mortar and pestle, squeezing your cocoyam into the mortar. Alright, and this is how you do it. Alright, so squeeze it in, and then we're going to mash it all up. At some point I can easily add remember I told you guys I have some from the last time I did some soup, so I can just easily put that as well. Okay, so it's as simple as ABC. It's just a matter of using your pestle to incorporate everything together. The oil in the pestle makes the job even easier. I'll tell you guys a tip. Don't be in a hurry to remove the finished pounded yam from here. The reason being that when it's ready to go into the pot, you might want to touch it again with the pestle. Okay, so once I finish incorporating my cocoyam, I'm going to leave it still in the pestle until it goes into the pot. I'll just cover it with a napkin. I'll just put like a napkin over the mortar. It's like I didn't do my cocoyam very well, but never mind. So that's it guys. I'll see you guys when it's ready to go into the pot. And moving on, I have my hot water here. I just want to use this hot water to wash the fish. I've put, the dry smoked fish, I've put it in this pan. I pour hot water onto it and wash it thoroughly. After washing, the fish should look like this. Yeah, should look like this, as clean as this. Yeah. Okay guys, I've done my banga, or rather the palm fruit. I'm just going to pour it into the soup now. Okay, moving on quickly. Once the soup starts boiling, I have a selection of spices. I'm going to bring all the measurements to the table, in the description. So I've got uziza here, some crayfish, a tablespoon of jumbo seasoning, and my Cameroon pepper. So what I'm using as the seasoning is this, yeah, just the tablespoon. It's chicken bouillon, just the tablespoon. So I will just quickly pour everything in, yeah, pour everything in, and quickly move on to put the dry smoked fish. Put it right in there. And there's another unique seasoning. It's called ogiri. Okay, it's called ogiri. It's what is it? Castor oil seed that is fermented. It gives the soup a unique taste. I'm going to go on to put 2 tablespoons of this. Yeah, so I've put 1. That's the second one. Okay guys, and I'll move on quickly to put the cocoyam. Remember I said the trick or the tip is leave the cocoyam in the mortar, because you might need to still just do a little bit of turning and whatever. So I'll just incorporate it again. So here we go, in small dollops. Yeah, I'll be putting it in small dollops so that they can dissolve into the soup in good time. Okay, like a tablespoon each. All right. Okay, people, please, if you have this spice called eru, it's used in making that hot pepper sauce, please put it. It is fantastic in this soup. Okay, I've just put a tablespoon as well, and then I'm going to cover it, actually not fully well. I don't know why, but this is how I was taught, not to cover it completely. So can you guys see? Yeah, just put the lid on enough to like help the steam to simmer, but don't cover it fully. Okay, so once it starts simmering like this, open it. Okay guys, open it up. When I finished boiling the meat, I took off the meat from the thing. So what I'll do at this point is to put the meat back into the soup. Okay, I'm not going to drop it in. I'm going to be careful with doing that. So guys, you can see the soup is coming up. The cocoyam is gradually disintegrating, but at this point it hasn't finished, but if you touch it, it would. At this point I'm going to put my what do you call it, bitter leaf. Yes, it smells awesome. You need to smell this room at this moment. So I'll just put the bitter leaf now. Okay, can you guys see what's is happening here? This is how you put the bitter leaf, right on top, spread all over on top. Okay, I'm going to cover the pot for a little while. I'm not going to turn it. Okay, I will allow the simmering to do a little bit of incorporating of the bitter leaf before I'll turn it. Voila, the onugbu, the simmering sort of incorporated the onugbu first. So what I've just done is basically just little work, you know, use my wooden spoon right around the soup, you know, do a little bit of mixing, just like so. You know, you don't even need to do much work. I'm going to turn off the hob at this moment. The onugbu soup is done. Okay, I don't want to overcook it, so you can see how much simmering is happening. All right, it smells awesome, guys. I'm going to plate it and show you guys. Okay, here is the soup. Thank you guys for coming through to my channel, and I'll see you guys once more in my next video. Thank you. Bye.
I get a girl I go sing for. 50 girls on default, but now you be the